If all you give today is a nod or a smile, you'll make someone's day and you'll do it with style. And that's what Rocky does. He walks down the street. He doesn't try to get attention. He doesn't try to make people happy. He's just himself. His tail's up, his ears are up. He's having a great time. And it is amazing because everyone turns their head. Everyone smiles. Oh my God, look at that dog. Mommy, look at that. And it's just the cutest, cutest thing. And he actually spreads joy. He makes people's day a lot brighter. My name is Mike Messeroff. I'm from Long Island, New York, and been here in Breckenridge for about 5.5 years. For most of that time, I was over bartending at Briar Rose, and I managed the bar there for a long time. I also run a business locally. It was called Breck Insider for 3 years, and recently changed and merged into Après Ski. Recently, I've been getting more into creative pursuits, and I wrote a book. It's called Dogs Get It, Advice I Learned from My Best Friend. And the inspiration for that is Rocky. Rocky is my 11-year-old Yorkie. He turns 11 tomorrow. Basically, there's a long story about how the idea was born, but I was getting into mindfulness and meditating, journaling, and I just started noticing all these things that Rocky was doing every day that was teaching me a lot. One day in my journal, I wrote down, how can I be more like Rocky? And the idea for Dogs Get It was born, and it kind of snowballed from there, and it all came together really quickly. I put it out there that I was looking for someone who can illustrate dogs, and I met up with my illustrator, Hannah Chavez, who is super talented, and she's become a great friend. I met her probably a week or two after looking for an illustrator, and that was on April 1st, and the book came out on December 13th, 2019, so it took just about 6 months to create it together, and it was super fun and collaborative. It's a book of mindful poems and dog illustrations, and the idea is that it's a coffee table book, so hopefully it's sitting out, and someone might pick it up, read something that helps their day, brightens their day, makes them do something that day that they wouldn't have, and take it a step further. Maybe they want to dive into the subject matter more and read some more books and deeper books and just start living happier lives. So our book club is called Summit County Mindful Manifestors. That actually is probably the reason why I ended up writing a book, is because of all these amazing books that we were reading and all the amazing people that I've been surrounding myself with because of this group. So Summit County Mindful Manifestors, we're a Facebook group and a book club. We read pretty much one book a month, and the subject matters, pretty much all around the fact that your thoughts create your life. Your thoughts create your reality, so you might as well think good thoughts and think about great things, and it attracts amazing things into your life and amazing people and circumstances. So we read everything from Wayne Dyer to Eckhart Tolle to Esther Hicks. We've read a Deepak Chopra book. We read You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. Amazing, amazing books and life-changing. Just a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago, here living in Breckenridge, I got in a low point. I was pretty depressed. I was having anxiety for the first time in my life, and I really wasn't even sure what it was until I figured it out. And now I know that it was kind of my gut, my instinct, whatever you want to call it, kind of telling me that it was time to evolve, to make a change. I don't think it should have to get that bad. I think a lot of people do get very depressed and sad, and they kind of go through life thinking there's no hope and there's no solution or other way of thinking, but it's not true at all. Just by, doing a few different things every day, changing a few habits, meditating for a few minutes every morning, starting a journal. It's unbelievable how much your life can change when you start just implementing some of these little tactics and reading a few different books, whatever appeals to you. There's so many options out there, but I do think that just having a different perspective sometimes helps. That being said, I do think there's a need in this county specifically for guys like me, 30s, 40-year-olds, maybe late 20s, who just kind of feel a little bit stuck in a rut, know that there's something more out there. I just want to be able to kind of help guide those people, so they're more than welcome to reach out to me directly. I'd love to talk to anyone. Let's grab a cup of coffee, and I could just kind of explain my journey and a few kind of quick little tactics that you could start implementing today to start living a happier life. And it just goes from there, one step at a time. Life is supposed to be fun. That's the message.